This is Toilet Disaster, otherwise known as Toilet Forsaken. A game inspired by Die of Death and Forsaken, featuring all your favorite Skibidi toilet characters. And today, I'll be breaking down all the abilities in the game, from how they work to where to use them best. Starting off with the most simple ability in the game, the Blaster. This is a standard gun attack which travels in a straight line until it hits an object or the killer. It deals 50 damage and stuns for a second or so. Now, as this is quite an easy ability to use, I don't have much to say, except for one trick that I have found very useful. What you're gonna want to do is when standing on a ledge with the killer below or approaching, use your ability, and quickly jump down to surprise and stun the killer. This is especially useful when a teammate is being chased. Also try to use it in a confined space or straight line, where the killer can be easily targeted for a quick stun. Next up, we have the Spy Bot ability. This is a unique supporting ability, which allows you to construct a small camera rover. It will follow you until a killer gets close, in which case it will follow the killer and force their camera towards it. And the only way to disable it is to destroy the rover. It takes 2 M1s or 1 special to destroy. And with a small hitbox, it's incredibly annoying to hit, making this a guaranteed easy getaway when down correctly. But there is one small downside to this ability, as it takes a second to construct the spy, rendering you defenseless for that period of time, which is enough for the killer to get an M1 off. To counter this, make sure to use this ability only when the killer is preoccupied, or when you're hidden, such as behind a wall or a small piece of decoration. Shield, the stereotypical defensive ability, which awards you for reading a move correctly, however, with a twist, where if you can successfully block an attack, you can stun the killer for a second and deal 25 damage. This ability, while simple, is one of the most useful in the game. When used correctly, it will surely get you out of a pickle easily. Sounds great, right? Well, emphasis on used correctly, as this ability comes with a major drawback, as after it's used you will be stunned and or slowed greatly, so it still isn't something you should be taking lightly, as its usage could determine you escaping or being damaged further. That being said, how should you use it? Well, from my experience, using this ability as a last resort gamble works best. For example, say the killer has most of their abilities on cooldown and they have 1 left. If you shield that, and they use their M1 on top of it, you can make a swift escape. Though I still think this ability should be buffed, because it's still quite hard to make good use of it unless you're very skilled or have good FPS. Hack Door is one of the most broken getaway abilities in the game. When used, it creates a translucent green door with 35 HP, tanking 2 M1s or a special attack. Unlike most other abilities in the game, this ability has many specific spots where it's expected to be used at, like the stairwells on the battlefield map and the house on the abandoned town map. And with that, this ability guarantees you 4 whole seconds to prepare, fight back, or run. This is great because when you're in a chase, 4 seconds to prepare or run can mean a lot, especially if you're low on health or stamina. Jetpack is a getaway ability which sends you flying a medium distance in a straight line. This ability is best used when you're low on stamina or just need a head start in a chase. Knife is a unique ability that sends you flying forward in a straight line, which stuns the killer for a second or so. However, this moves can also be used as a substitute for jetpack, just with more end lag. This makes it pretty fun to use and useful in pretty much every situation. Plunger is the average melee move. It deals 25 damage, and it can hit up to 2 times, making it 50 in total, and stuns for a second. Just in my opinion, it's not very useful as there are better stuns, but a simple way to use it effectively is to surprise killers from around corners and get a free hit off. Core Boost is a support ability which allows you to overclock your core and go at insane speeds to easily escape killers. Though like other abilities, Core Boost has a downside too, and that's that you will become very slow and vulnerable when it ends, making this a last resort to get away, specifically when the game is almost about to end. Enemy Trace is, in my opinion, the best ability in the game, because during it you're practically invincible along with being actually invisible. There's nothing more to say about it since it's just so great already. Screen Back is a self-sacrificing type of ability where you can use your TV head to stun the killer for an extended period of time. However, you have to stay right in front of them, so when that period of time is over, you could easily get damaged or die. I'd say it's best to use this when you have teammates backing you up, or when you're low and you'll die anyway. Paper Grenade is one of, if not the worst ability in the game. Basically, the whole gist of it is that you take like 3 seconds to wind up and release a paper bomb which explodes and does 35 damage and stuns when directly on a killer, and falls on the ground if the killer isn't there, and explodes a second or so later. There is zero benefit to this move, and I don't recommend it. Teleport is a great getaway move which allows you to become invisible and teleport away. The only problem being it takes a second to start, so you may be vulnerable there. A good way to make use of it is by teleporting when the killer is approaching you to get away before a chase even begins. It's good, but enemy trace is better. Healing Solder is a basic move that heals an ally by 25 health. Not much to say here, except you should definitely heal your allies if you're using this. Don't be a slacker, please. Dancimation is a cool move which gives you a temporary shield for the duration of the ability. When using this, you begin to dance, which I think is really neat. Anyways, I hope this video helped you start playing this really cool game. And if you enjoyed it, consider liking and subscribing, as it helps me out a lot. And until next time, peace out.